Uh, yeah, but the other thing about find familiar that's interesting is that in order to tell it to do something, right, that's a bonus action. So
That's how like things like that work. That's how companions work.
yeah. So there were times when Mike the druid summoned his owl, but the owl didn't do anything in combat because Mike wanted to use his bonus actions for other things. So that's also something to think about, you know?
Yeah, and there's this classic loop of like, especially with an owl has flyby, so it has fly of like 50 feet, 60 feet, and it doesn't draw attacks of opportunity when it leaves melee. So you can have the owl swoop in and take the help action. So like it can't attack, but it can like
You can
it's
distract
harrying in
or
my mind, yeah.
yeah, or it's
Which
just
gives you
harassing.
advantage, which I
Hmm.
mean for a rogue is pretty dope. It
Hmm.
gives you advantage, which triggers your sneak attack. And then that thing can fly away before this guy can swat it out of the sky. But
Yeah, it's
you
a
can't do
really
that. You can't do that for free, or else basically you're getting two characters for the
that's
price of
a
one.
that's a really good point. So like, rogues, you you have steady aim. So
Mm.
if you're shooting a ranged weapon, and I was using that last night, that gives you advantage. If there's a player within 5 feet in melee combat with your adversary, that gives you advantage. And now with find familiar, right?
Well,
So
that gives you sneak attack.
it gives you sneak attack. That does not
Yeah.
give you advantage. Oh, that's right. No,
If
you
you
get
have
your
if you
yeah,
it gets confusing because if you have
yeah,
advantage,
yeah.
then you get to use
Then
sneak
you get
attack.
sneak attack.
If someone's in melee, you also get sneak attack.
Right, right,
But
right,
yeah, I
right.
mean you use steady aim a lot. That's a new 2024 edition. That's good.
Yeah, I
If you
mean,
do, and it makes sense. Like there is some cost to it. Like if you don't move, right? It's instead of running 30 feet, you take a deep breath and line up your shot. Like it makes sense to me narratively as well. But yeah, it's mechanically it's good.
yeah, it is because you get that double chance to get a crit. So now you're 1 in 10 chance to get a crit. And that's really huge.
Yeah.
So that happened a couple times. That happened once for me last night. But yeah, you end up turning the rogue into a ranged fighter at at some points, and he's still effective, stealing heavy damage.